Hey, everybody, it's Natalie B. McKenzie with The Whole Woman, and welcome to this week's episode of Living Life Authentically with yours truly. Today, we are going to be doing a recap show. So, we're going to talk about our holiday fundraiser and toy drive that we had yesterday at the Capitol Grill. I'm so excited. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're in the holiday spirit because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, someone should always write me that memo. Natalie, do not sing. Well, if you're joining us for the first time, let me start again. I'm Natalie B. McKenzie, and I am the founder and CEO of the Whole Woman LLC. We are an international women's organization, and we're all about party with a purpose. We use our affluence and those of our friends to support those in need, i.e., to influence on their behalf. And yesterday we had our annual fundraiser and toy drive at the Capitol Grill in Paramus, New Jersey. So we want to thank our sponsors, and then we're going to tell you all the exciting things that happened, tell you who was there, tell you how much money we raised. Well, we can't quite tell you that yet because we still have funds coming in, but who we were raising money for, what was the whole purpose of the toy drive, etc. We want to thank OBL McKenzie of OBL McKenzie LLC for always being our event sponsors for 10 years of being in business. OBL McKenzie of OBL McKenzie LLC has been our event sponsor time and time again. You may recognize the name because, yes, he is the love of my life. What does that tell you? This is a heart business. This is something that we do. It's labeled a business because that's what we call what we do in this world, but we've never done this for profit. It's been what God told me to do. And so I've done it. We've done it with the help, hello, sweetheart, with the help of our amazing team. And usually we get so caught up in talking about sponsors, and everybody else. But before we go any further, on screen is our event sponsor. And yes, we get quite cozy because we know each other like that. But I want to thank the team of the Whole Woman because never before has the team been so very important. They have always been important. They're the engine that makes it all work, and they're the people that put the light on me, that make it look like it's all about me, but it's not. It's about the team. We want to thank our executive producer, Deidre N. Tate. She makes it happen. I give her a vision, and she somehow figures it out. And then the person who makes the vision and all that production looks so good on paper, on print, on digital, in screen is our digital and marketing executive, none other than Deidre Lycona. And let me just tell you something. She puts the remote in remote work. You wouldn't think she isn't on site 24/7 with us every single step of the way. But she's been working remotely for the last few months. We haven't even seen her since May or June, and she gets it done. And then we have our support team that comes in, and I'm just going to call them the Tate family because it's Janine Tate, Gian Tate, Bobby Tate. They help Robbie Tate. They make this happen. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the woman that makes my life work and makes me look good too, June Eunice Gonzalez. So to the Whole Woman team, I want to tip my hat that I'm not wearing. I want to say thank you so very much. The production team on site, ladies and gentlemen, also included the big image. It also included Don Sherrill, our photographer. If you're in the Bergen County area, you know who Don Sherrill is. And if you've been to any of our production events since the pandemic, it's been with the big image. Oliver, we thank you. You got in your car, though you were sick, and drove over an hour to get here yesterday to help us through our technical difficulties. We thank you. We also want to thank our silver sponsor, AppTask. So, AppTask joined us at the last minute, but if you are an executive and you're thinking about a career change, or if you're a corporation that needs to staff at an executive or mid-level, you need to get to know App Task. You're going to hear more from them because they're going to be guests here on our show real soon in the 2024. We also want to thank Show Me Your Heart, Heather One Choi. She and I started out doing these events at Capitol Grill together, and we'd raise toys for the children at the Joseph Sanzari Hospital. So it's great to be back doing things with Heather. Thank you so much, Heather One Choi, over at Show Me Your Heart. Of course, we want to thank Divorce Dynasty, and that's Carolina Denhart. And Divorce Dynasty is more than what the name says. They're all about the preparation, the planning, and the preparation planning. And there's another P that's really important. I'm going to remember it. But we're going to have Carolina on to talk more about what they do, helping people to put the families back together, help them to put life back together after divorce, meaning it doesn't end there. There is hope. And of course, our in-kind sponsors, Miracle Buttercream and Shoe Cosmetics. And we thank you, thank you, thank you, because our guests are always so excited to see what's in their swag bag, because our in-kind sponsors always deliver. And Miracle Buttercream, we want to say to you, congratulations on having a stellar year. Thank you so much. We love that whole new face cream that has the orchid stem cells. Loving it. And Shoe Cosmetics, oh boy, Shoe Cosmetics has everything purple this season. Ode to Color Purple. We'll talk about that too. And we're going to have Shawanda Vickers of Shoe Cosmetics on next Monday, because we're going to talk about all things color purple, the color purple lipstick, the color purple nail polish. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And of course, she is doing it, Let It Make Sense, because she created her own perfume. So we've got so much to share. Thank you so much, Shoe Cosmetics. Thank you, Miracle Buttercream. It's always a delight to have great partners, especially with those who look like us and care about our community and give back to our community. Okay, our cocktail reception sponsored by Uncle Nearest. Yes. And it was one heck of a cocktail, okay? Folks were going around sipping their martinis, doing their thing. All this happened, of course, at the Capitol Grill in Paramus, as I mentioned at the start of the show. And we want to especially thank the staff, the team at the Capitol Grill. Oh, the service is never short of being excellent. And we thank you, Chef Louise. Thank you, David Bryson. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for always supporting and partnering and helping us to make it a reality. And these are just some of the guests that parted with us. And boy, did we have a good time. We had, oh, look, check this out. This is Shawanda Vickers, and we have Nicole here from Uncle Nearest. Talk about a special moment. This is what it's about when you get together at the Whole Woman events. It's about connecting with one another, making friends, making partnerships, learning more about one another. And we did this event to support Never Alone Again. Thank you, Teresa Johnson, featured here on screen, along with Sheriff Curitan. And so we do this to support Never Alone Again, the resource center, a domestic violence resource center. And this is Teresa telling us a little bit about their story. These are the benefactors of this event. And we thank you all so much for supporting and helping us to make it happen. And then we had Sheriff Curitan of the Bergen County Sheriff's Office. The toys are being donated to the children of incarcerated parents. And these are just some of our guests who brought gifts along so that the children who are the kids of incarcerated parents of the Bergen County lockup system, they will receive these toys, and they'll be wrapped and labeled for them as if they were our kids at our home. So we just love the personal effect that we're able to do. We were entertained yesterday at the Capitol Grill. Wow, by none other than Lonnie Youngblood. Lonnie had the room rocking, feet tapping, dancing, singing along, carrying on. We had a blast. And boy, does Lonnie know how to give a good party or what? He's a one-man band with a saxophonist with his amazing wife, Deborah, accompanying him. And she does the whole backup shindig. And they give us such great entertainment. He is a live wire. He's a personality on his own. And so we want to talk about how amazing Ronnie is. Now, there is a painting featured behind Lonnie, if you're looking at the screen. And this was created by none other than Donna Ladson. Donna Ladson is a friend of the whole woman. She's part of our love circle. She's a self taught artist, and her work is featured all throughout the shops at Riverside Square Mall. The shops at Riverside, excuse me, they're also featured at the mall in Nanuet, and I'll get the name of that mall correctly, but her pieces are all over. And she created this piece for the whole woman. And she did it with us in mind. And when she delivered it to me, and by the way, the name of this piece is called Fancy Lady. I wonder if you can tell me why. Anywho, it has all the colors that are in my home, and she created it for me. But when she delivered it to me, she says, Natalie, I want you to know I did this piece for you, but feel free to do as you wish with it because I know you're likely to give it away. And boy, we donated it to Fighting Atrocities Against Women Worldwide, which is our nonprofit organization, auctioned it off. And this amazing guest, Nicole Bruno, this was her very first time coming to a Whole Woman event. And Nicole won the bid and took Fancy Lady home, and this will hang in her home. Congratulations, Nicole, and thank you so much for supporting us here at The Whole Woman and helping us to make it happen. So let me tell you once again what we did yesterday. Hey, Teresa. Yes, we had a wonderful time. Thank you so very much. We are still receiving donations, and we will do a presentation of all that we have received, and we're going to be taking it over. Miss Ellie, hello, hello, hello. Miss Ellie joined us yesterday. It was such a delight, Miss Ellie, to have you there and to have you meet some of our other guests. Miss Ellie, for those of you who don't know, is a super fan. She has been watching from day one, and she travels to attend our events. Well, Miss Ellie had her own special moment with Teresa F. Johnson of Never Alone yesterday. It was captured on video by someone. Are you ready for this? In the ladies' room. So meet me in the ladies' room. I keep forgetting I am not supposed to sing. But this all happened yesterday at the Whole Woman annual fundraiser and toy drive held at the Capitol Grill. And as I said before, our sponsors. And if you know anything about the lay of the land of producing events post-pandemic, everything happens at the last minute. And good things happen at the last minute. We had 70 guests join us for yesterday's event. Let me just say this to you. Every guest was handpicked by God. Yes, there was not an accidental moment. And especially with the meeting of Nicole from Uncle Nearest. Special moment, special woman. Wow. She is just a gem and the epitome of who we want to be friends with here at The Whole Woman. Woman with a beautiful heart, beautiful exterior, generous spirit, and just a kind, gentle soul. So we want to thank you again, Nicole. We want to thank Nicole Carter over at Uncle Nearest for coming in and being our cocktail sponsor. We had a wonderful time, and it was an absolute delight. So what's on the horizon? Well, coming up on December 14th in the Whole Woman World, which we lovingly call TWW World, will be our private screening. Drum roll, please. Dun, 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 of the color purple. Yes, yes. And guess what? We have been fortunate enough to partner with none other than the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Bergen Passaic chapter. Yes, they are our partners in making this happen. And it's the Color Purple private screening, December 14th. Join us at 6 p.m. for cocktails, 7 p.m. for moving at AMC Shops at Riverside. We're doing it again, and boy, this time it's going to be bigger and better. By the way, this morning when I got an update, there were 6 tickets left. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, chances are you'll be reading about it, watching about it, hearing about it, because you're going to miss out. We are watching The Color Purple together, women from all across New Jersey and New York, a gathering on December 14th, 6 p.m. for cocktails, yes, for cocktails, and 7 p.m. for the movie. Now, back to yesterday, because I'm still so excited to talk about it. When we put this event live on Eventbrite back in November, I think like November 1st or so, we went live, and within 20 minutes of going live, the very first ticket was sold. It was purchased by Maria Trice Jenkins. And not only did she buy the very first ticket, but I was talking about her, and I had her do one of our raffle drawings. And what do you know? She was the winner of the Lady Mist collection. If you're not familiar with the Lady Mist collection, scan the barcode to learn more. But the Lady Mist collection was created in conjunction with 3 other women of color in business. And Shoe Cosmetics created our hand sanitizer. Thank you, Shawana. Thank you so much to Mamacita Buttercream, to Sita, because Miracle Buttercream created our body cream. And of course, to Tiffany Rose over at HomeSense. She created the fragrance Lady Mist in conjunction with myself, and Obi named it. That's right. Obi named it Lady Mist. And she then created our candle. So if you're not enjoying and luxuriating in the Lady Mist collection, scan the barcode, get yourself one or all 3 products, and part proceeds will be donated to the Whole Woman's nonprofit organization fighting atrocities against women worldwide. And for the next week, actually throughout the rest of this year, the proceeds from the purchase of Lady Mist collection, the 15%, will be donated to Never Alone Again. So we're going to keep giving to them all the way throughout the end of this year. Whew, that's a lot going on. So Christmas is coming. Goose is getting fat. Let me just tell you what's on the schedule for us. Next Monday, we'll be talking with Shawanda Vickers of Shoe Cosmetics, talking about all things purple. The following week, on December 18th, we're going to be talking with Dr. Srini Pillai. We're going to be talking about anxiety and the holiday season. So we're going to help you to cope with the holidays, how to cope with getting together with family members who don't always make you feel so good about yourself, or you don't feel so good about them because they're not always kind. That's okay. We're going to give you some tips on how to cope. On the 25th of December, we're going to be doing what you will be doing, which is gathering with family. So we're going to wish you a Merry Christmas. We will not be on air. And the following Monday will be New Year's Day. Now, you may get something from us that may look a little bit like a year in review and what's to come for 2024. And we can't wait to share with you what's on tap. In February 2024, we'll be hosting our winter retreat. Very first time are we hosting a winter retreat. This retreat is sponsored by Diageo North America, and we will be hosting the female presidents of HBCUs here in America. That's going to be exciting. You won't know much about that until post-event, when we're able to share that which we're able to tell you all here on the Living Life Authentically with yours truly. Then come around in March, guess what we're going to do? We are going to do a whole bit in March, Women Honoring Women, and we're going to tell you who the honorees are going to be in just a few short weeks. So hang tight, sit with me. We're going to play a little something for you, and it's our 10th anniversary video. How about that? We're going to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, and it's coming out. Are we ready to roll the video? Happy holidays and welcome to the Whole Woman Annual Fundraiser and Toy Drive. I'm Natalie B. McKenzie, the founder and CEO and your host for today. Can you believe it? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes, it is. And we're here to do it all over again. As you know, we've been here with the Capitol Grill. Thank you to Dave Bryson and the team here at the Capitol Grill for hosting us year after year after year to do what we do best, which is we use our affluence to influence on behalf of those in need, especially women and children who need to have access to quality healthcare and education. But over the years, look around, you'll see the men have come along. And that's because this is a family affair. And speaking of families, we want to thank our event sponsor, my baby, my husband, Obi McKenzie and OBL McKenzie LLC, who has underwritten every one of the Whole Woman's event since our inception. Today is no exception. Of course, we have other friends, sponsors, and supporters that have helped to make this possible. You'll hear more from them later today. In the meantime, remember, we are here today to raise funds in support of Never Alone Again. Teresa F. Johnson has done a yeoman's job with the little. Talk about a widow's mite going a long way. And we're collecting toys so we can wrap them up, label them just as we would for our own children, for the children of incarcerated parents, in partnership with the Bergen County Sheriff's Office. Thank you, Anthony Curitan, Sheriff Curitan, for all that you do, and the Bergen County Sheriff's Office for helping to protect and serve those of us here in Bergen County. Get ready for an amazing event, and get ready because that credit card is going to be welcomed. Got your checkbook? We'll take that too. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, the Whole Woman. Thank you to everyone that supported, donated, and continued to support the Whole Woman. Also, for this annual holiday fundraiser and toy drive event, we're so thankful at Never Alone Again for your donations, for your continued support every year. At this time, we're so happy and so blessed. Happy holidays. Thank you for supporting two wonderful, great causes, and have a great time.
Hi, I'm Anthony Curitan, your Bergen County Sheriff. It's the holiday season, and what better way to place a smile on a child's face by celebrating Christmas with a gift. I would like to thank Natalie McKenzie and the Whole Woman organization for providing gifts and supporting the efforts of the Bergen County Sheriff's Office. It's our second year working with the Whole Woman organization, and I am thankful for their generosity and commitment to improve the lives of others. Happy holidays, and again, thank you to the Whole Woman organization.
How are you doing? My name is Chef Kim Mills. My name of my company is Laughter Travels Gourmet. I am a private chef as well as a culinary entrepreneur and instructor. I provide customized meals in the comfort of your home as well as education. I aligned and believe in the Whole Woman because it is also another group that also definitely believes in providing a safe space for multicultural and diverse women and sowing seeds to give back. And that fully aligns with who I am as a person. And yet again, I just congratulate the Whole Woman for another successful event and another successful time in fundraising and sowing additional seeds in the community. Goodbye.
Greetings and congratulations, Mrs. Natalie McKenzie, on this 10th anniversary of the Whole Woman Experience. I extend a heart of gratitude for what you do and why you do it. Your commitment and dedication of service for women and their families has shined a light of hope, joy, and love. May God continue to shine his light upon you, that you may continue the work and spread his love that he instilled upon your heart. Congratulations, Natalie.
Wow, thank you so much, Gwinnett Reese. The last person you just heard from, that's Gwinnett Reese. She is the president of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, Bergen Passaic chapter. And you've probably heard me talk about going off to do events with them because I've emceed a couple of their galas. I always enjoy being with them. It's another organization that I truly believe that the Whole Woman aligns with. And something I've always said, the Whole Woman is an open space for women. Every race, creed, color, ethnicity. If you're a woman, we welcome you. Why? We create a space for women with different opinions to sit at the table and get to know each other. So thank you so much, Gwinnett Reese, for your support, for being an ambassador. Thank you for thinking enough of us to the Coalition of 100 Black Women in Bergen Passaic, here in New Jersey, for partnering with us on the color purple. You saw Chef Kim in one of those videos, and I'll share this with you. For just about all of our retreats, most of our retreats, Chef Kim travels with us. She is a chef that practices food chemistry. She studies how the food is processed by the body, how the body absorbs or rejects the nutrients. She talks about high vibrational food and serves that to her guests at all times. So we always enjoy working with Chef Kim. Thank you so much. We missed you yesterday, but we know that you were with us in spirit. Thank you all so very much. You can still donate if you would like to the Whole Woman. You can donate via Cash App. You may donate via Zelle. And guess what? Our Zelle email is FAAWWORG@gmail.com. It's FAAWWORG@gmail.com. So it's Zelle, it's Cash App, and it's also on PayPal. That's Fighting Atrocities Against Women Worldwide. Remember, we are a 501c3 organization. So when you donate to us, you will always receive a tax letter via email or in the mail, however you prefer, thanking you for your donation. So you may then use that when you file your annual tax returns. We are so grateful to all of our sponsors. Now listen, this happening right here wouldn't be possible without the support, the presence, and the commitment of our executive producer, Deidre M. Tate. And I think last year we had her on Year in Review. I think we want to start 2024 with her at the forefront. Listen, we have an amazing team, and all the graphics that you see throughout the shows are done by Deidre Lycona. To the team of the Whole Woman, I cannot say thank you enough. And to Obi McKenzie, my husband, for always being a support. There is a list of people who have attended every single event, bar none. And I would list them, but I am so afraid of missing their names. But today I would like to mention four people in particular. And here is why. It's Maria Trice Jones. She was the very first person to purchase a ticket. Then there is Minnie Adams. Minnie Adams tends to buy the ticket. I'm sorry, Maria Trice Jenkins. What did I say? Never mind me. I've got so many things in my head. Maria Trice Jenkins purchased the very first ticket. Then we have Minnie Adams, who always gets a ticket and is always supporting us. Thank you. You were one of our first 4 or 3 guests to purchase a ticket. And then, if you don't know yet, I am a lady of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Iota Epsilon Omega chapter here in Bergen County. Well, my line sister, meaning we became members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated together. Her name is Sarah Longeku. Sarah, you are a sweetheart in my heart, so much so from the very first time I met you. You suffered a devastating loss this year, but you never stopped being the loving, kind, sweet person that you are. You were the third person to purchase a ticket. Not only did you buy the ticket as a third person, but you were so excited for the event, you bought a second ticket. I want you to know we love and appreciate you, and we have something special in store for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Living Life Authentically with Natalie B. McKenzie. I want to thank you. Thank you, Miss Ellie, for always watching. Teresa F. Johnson, keep doing what you're doing over at Never Alone Again. As long as I have breath, I will be in support. I will be supporting you. I will beg for you unabashedly. And for Sheriff Curtin, stay safe. You over at the Bergen County Sheriff's Department, you are setting an example of how to protect and serve. I thank you. I said yesterday, and I will say it here. When I'm pulled over by the cops, doesn't happen very often, very rarely, here in Bergen County, I do not get nervous because I know the cops, the police officers in the Bergen County area, I'm not just talking about just the sheriff's department, are here to protect and serve. Wherever you are, I wish you enough life to live, enough joy to give, enough love to share. But before I go, I am going to mention the Live Lawyer app. We had Paulina Bryan here on Living Life Authentically a few months ago. She was in the audience with us yesterday, and I talked about her app, which is in production, getting ready to go to test. If you are in law enforcement or if you're an attorney anywhere in America and you want to be a tester of the Live Lawyer app, connect with me via Facebook, Instagram, however you can find us on social media. Feel free to email us at events@TWW.thewholewoman.com because we are going to help Paulina Bryan launch Live Lawyer app so we can help to save lives. Again, you've been watching Living Life Authentically. I'm Natalie B. McKenzie. Have an amazing night, and I wish you enough life to live, enough joy to give, enough love to share. I wish you enough. Good night.